Tourism is everybody's business and has been our business for the last 50 odd years in St. Lucia. It's a booming business, it's a burgeoning business, it's a growing business, it's a business that's full of challenges, it's the business that feeds us today.
St. Lucia depends heavily on tourism, which accounts for a large portion of the island's GDP, jobs, and foreign exchange earnings. Tourism advocate Dr. JUDY Deterville-Jacob's recent publication, quote, Tourism, end quote, explores how the sector has helped the island realize Sustainable Development Goals 1 and 8, which address ending poverty by 2030 and promoting productive employment and decent work for all. She discussed the book at a press launch this week.
It gives a holistic background. It talks about challenges, where we've come from, why we needed to depend on tourism for our economic development, and it presents certain challenges that we are all aware of, but somehow seeing it in one space makes a difference. It will look at, it was a huge study, so essentially looking at specific sustainable development goals. And I selected 2 sustainable development goals to look at. So one is no poverty, and the sustainable development goal number 8, which is decent work and economic development. So in 3 words, the connections are tourism, poverty, and employment. And we're looking at relationships between those, how it is that if you have a successful, strong tourism product, that should create employment, which should then reduce poverty.
The book also explores the rollout of the minimum wage and possible ramifications for the industry.
But it goes through hoops and roundabouts and ebbs and flows, because nothing is ever as simple as it seems, right? So with the right leadership and the right set of values and deliverables, then the industry should work, and so therefore people should be better off economically. It actually talks about the coming of the minimum wage, because at the time of the book it was being talked about. Today we've seen it implemented, and so there's scope for development for future works and future writing as well.
Dr. Deterville-Jacob wants readers to appreciate the value of tourism to the economy and improving the standard of living of citizens.
Certainly, if it is that tourism is our future, there are a lot of discussion has to happen, which has already happened, but the focus has to change, because there must be now the specific responsibility to develop the people who form the basis of the industry at the bottom end. That has to happen, and quickly, more so with the advent of new challenges like AI, which will undoubtedly impact the industry sooner than we think.
The book targets all industry stakeholders and individuals involved in developing the tourism sector. Based on a study reviewing 2 decades, from 2003 to 2023, it is available for purchase on Amazon. Gina Filippi, HCS News Force.